Hey everybody, I hope you are well, and in particular to all the fathers and father figures out there, I hope you had a great Father's Day. We did in my house, although our kids were not home, they had other obligations. My husband and I spent the day kayaking on Twin Lakes and playing cornhole in the backyard while he fielded calls from our kids, which was really fun for me too. So I got a side benefit of celebrating Father's Day too, and in particular being out kayaking on Twin Lakes, watching all the dads fishing with their daughters and sons and having fun together was also a really great way to spend Father's Day. So I hope you got to do it too. I heard lots of stories of great things that various friends and colleagues had planned for their dads, which was quite fun to hear. So I hope you had a great day as well. I am firmly back, traversing the district, back firmly in my car, and particularly as we move ahead to the lots of events, around 4th of July and the 250th birthday party for the country, trying to balance out, trying to find a way to get into all 9 towns in the district. I'm struggling at the moment with one of the early events one night on my calendar. I think it's the 3rd. There are 2 events that look nestled quite nicely on my calendar until I suddenly realized that those 2 towns are an hour and a half apart. So I'm going to have to sort that one out. I will disclose later which towns they are, but I'm going to try to get everywhere a little bit because everybody's having some festive occasions. Yes, last week I got to go to a parade in Washington, not quite 250th anniversary, but it was a 100th birthday party for the Washington Volunteer Fire Department, in which a whole stage filled with local, both the selectmen from Washington and also first selectmen from other regional towns, sit together and watch the parade. A couple of us were tasked with judging the 4 bands, which was a little tricky because they were all great. But it was such a joyous celebration. First of all, it's fun to be together with all the regional selectmen and a reminder of how little that has to do with the partisanship we see happening in Washington and how they work together to get stuff done. So that was really quite fun, and the parade was great, and the turnout was great, so it was really nice to be in Washington that evening and to celebrate that volunteer spirit that infuses all of the Northwest Corner, and to see so many great displays of pride in the companies in the region and throughout the state, so quite fun. Then yesterday was Norfolk Day. I went to a ribbon cutting for Haystack Woods housing, which is a really amazing housing group of 10 houses in ownership houses in Norfolk, which are net zero. So it is one of these, it again, as all these affordable housing projects in the Northwest Corner and other parts of the state, they require a complex array of people who are volunteering their time and resources and knowledge and skills. And it's local businesses, it's the state, it's individuals all contributing to create communities and enable people to have a safe and warm and dry house in which to raise a family. And this one in particular, because they are net zero, so they're also not only sustainable in terms of the cost to the people living there, but in terms of the actual cost of the housing, but also particularly right now with utility costs just really punishing for people, they will have very little, because they are net zero, they will have very little aside from hookup costs in the way of utility costs. So they are sustainable in the long run as well. And we got to talk to one of the young new homeowners of the development, and I know I've been hearing about this project since it was drawings in the Norfolk Hub, and so it was really exciting to be there and to see the houses and the community really coming to life, both all the people who supported it and are really excited about it being filled with people, and you could just see the community that will form on that space. So that was really, and we had people from all over the state there because it really is a cutting edge project because of the net zero part of it, and it aligns. It's the Land Conservancy was part of it. Environmental groups who are trying to keep, who are concerned with sustainable energy, and housing advocates. So there's alignment of a whole bunch of interests, and I think it's really exciting. Also got to do a legislative update in Norfolk last night. at the Hub again, which is always really fun. Lots of great questions, and as always, I learned things from the people in my district. So I came out of it with some homework to do as well, thanks to research. And I will just note also interspersed, I hope many of you are watching the World Cup. My family have a constant chatter going on about it. The U.S. is exciting, but also there are lots of other fun games to watch. And it's just great to see people rooting for their country in really fun, creative, friendly ways, and being adopted by the towns and the cities in which they're playing. And it seems like a really feel-good moment that we kind of need right now. So I hope you're enjoying those as well. I'm interspersing those with some meetings on tax policy, which maybe are less exciting for those of you, but stay tuned on that. There's another ribbon cutting for housing development in Goshen tomorrow, which I will be at, and a conversation on rural health, which Hartford Healthcare will be hosting in Winstead on July 1st, which will be really interesting. And then I'm going to knuckle down and try to get that July 4th and related event calendar down so that I can try to get to as many places as possible. So take care. Have a great week.